Hello my profane friends, today is exciting. Oh yeah, I mean, I would ask someone, personally, let me get this mic over here, then you can hear me a bit better. See, me personally, I would ask someone, am I upside down or you upside down? Do you know what I mean? And the pry is, we should be on the level, shouldn't we? Do you know what I mean? How do you feel about that, my friends? Now remember, today I'm going to show you the women's Masonic mass ritual. I've been seeing a lot of posts about it. It's about the 2000 and I forget, doesn't matter, I always forget a lot of stuff. But it's about a lot of shushing, Masonic shushing, keeping quiet and doing as you're told, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's get on with the show, because I'm quite excited about this one. Alright, here we go. Remember, oh wait a minute, I swapped it round. No, quick, here we go, you ready? Straight in, bosh. There we go, my profane friends. We'll stick that straight up, and here we go. Right, take me mask off. Woo. Never wear a mask, remember that. Oh, that's just a Masonic shut you up. Remember, Freemasons started public schools, and I'm going to show you that and I'll prove it. Yeah, think about it. Alright, they started everything. They're the builders, they build everything, cities, towns. These are your people. They even built the pyramids apparently, but we're gonna another day. Right, this is the ritual I'm on about. Who remembers this? Back in 2012, the Olympics, yeah, with the giant black figure, you know what I mean, with all the hospital beds, you know what I mean. Right, who remembers this? Okay, and then you had this big black figure here, look, you see, you know what I mean, save the surprise. What is the surprise, I wonder? All these beds here, look, and I had, like, they had the big people in bed, you know, whatever was going on. It was a bit all confusing to me really, but yeah, this nasty figure here with the wand is a worshipful master. But who remembers them all shushing? Look, shh, shh, shh. See, shush in your beds, shh, keep quiet about the pandemic. Look, now the funny thing is, right, they said they're all nurses, right, that actually took the time off work, right, in all the hospitals within the UK. All these busy nurses that are run off their feet had time to start rehearsing all this. No, I'll show you where these people come from. See, here they go, look round, they had this big baby in here like this. There's always babies and children, isn't it, with Freemasons. Anyway, so all these nurses, I'm going to show you where these nurses come from, yeah, because they're not real nurses. This is where they come from, the Royal Masonic Institution for Girls, yeah. Right, this was in 1956, this book, you know what I mean, but that's what I'm saying, it goes back years and years. All this stuff they do goes back years, and it's rehearsed, you know what I mean, it's all planned, nothing is spur of the moment. Anything on the telly you see is all planned as well. Here it is, Masonic School for Girls, yeah, look at the money that's been ploughed into that, you know what I mean. Okay, notice I don't know if I, you know, no, I wouldn't go there. I'll just see a couple of signs from the air here, whether that's, you know, part of it or whatever, but that's another story. I ain't got to get into that. I've got to keep it simple. Here it is, Real Masonic School for Girls. Okay, now it was established in 1788, the Royal Masonic High School, Royal Masonic School for Girls, okay, right, in 1788. So that just gives you an establishment of how long this place has been going, yeah. Notice, and I'm not going to go too much, the Jack and Bowen, the Jack and, what you know what I mean, the J and the B, but it starts with an A though, remember that, Aboaz. Look at the tiled floor, okay, we've got another picture. Here it is again, look, the checkered floor, Jachin and Boaz, but Boaz is spelt with an A, remember that. Shh. Anyway, established in 1778, right, 88, see, so they've been planning, everything you see is always planned from way back, and that's how to control a population, you know what I mean. And they've got think tanks, yeah, you're not an army, you're not organised, none of you in, all you profane that are listening to this, you're just like you're nothing. Do you know what I mean? Trust me, you're nothing. You are not part of the master plan. What Freemasons have just got one plan: keep in power, stay in power, and that is it. Yeah, here it is, the Royal Masonic for School for Girls. Okay. Right, so if they can play money into pools, look, this is what your kids ain't getting. This, your kids are not getting any of this education. Do you know what I mean? You're at all the little public schools and all that. No swimming pools there, is there? Hey, in your schools, of course they're in. Only for the Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? And they run every school. Again, see the box in the middle. Obviously, you know the I'll say the star, pentagram, whatever way you want to switch it. And the crown with the lion. I'm not going to go into none of it. Looks like a star with the sun with the rays coming out. But again, it's Royal Masonic School. That's their album. Jack and Boaz again. The towers. Got another one. Same again. Do you know what I mean? Pentagram. Jack and Boaz. Tiled floor. Okay. Again, tiled floor. Star, Jack and Boaz, and see the box. Okay, remember this cube is, let's call it a box, it's a cube. Do you know what I mean? It's very important to the Freemasonry. Yeah, same as Jack and Boaz. And here it is the Masonic Hall with all the girls. Look, yeah, and if I enlarge it, boom, look at the stained glass windows. These dudes here, all Freemasons. This Freemason. Do you know what I mean? It's all Freemason run. Yeah. No one else. This is Freemasons. Yeah, if you look at, I can't get a closer look at the stained glass, but there's a lot of Masonic emblems in there. Okay, I ain't going to go into it because I want to make this bit short. I'll get to the nitty gritty of these things. And here they are. Look, now if you look at them here, I mean it's not a very good picture really. They're now just doing their where they practice for their like mass rituals or whatever they particularly doing at the particular time. Okay. You're saying, oh, what is he going on about? I don't know, I ain't got a clue myself. But this is Freemasons for women. See, women are just as proliferant, that bloody word again, proliferant or whatever, as the men, yeah, proliferant, or as ruthless as the men, should I say. And you see that little screw there? That's what you got to do. You got to pull that screw out of their compass, right? So everyone wakes up to what these people are about. You know what I mean? Look, and I mean they start them young. This is them coming out of the school, look, the young, yeah? They start their children off learning all the Masonic signs and everything they need to do right from the day they get to primary school. That's their learning curve. Do you know what I mean? They're learning this. They're on a different education to our children, if you're profane. Trust me, you're getting dumbed down. These ain't. Again, there's the Masonic floor. What's in the school, I'm not going to go into that. You know what I mean? I just want to show you the floor. See, this is what they get through their school. Yeah. Now here, you see these are, look, African American women, co-Masonic lodge. Yeah, dressed as nurses, marching through the street. Okay, that's your Masonic women's army. Okay, I'm going to show you the men's army in a minute, a bit more of that. But before we get there, here's the women, Masonic women dressed as nurses, right? Where you've just seen them going around the Olympics. Okay, now. Here they are, that Masonic All-Star Marching Band, okay? They have marching bands, right? Here they come, look, hundreds of them, hundreds of women, yeah? Yeah, Kansas Masonic All-State High School Marching Band, yeah? Not just one, look. Here they are, look. Hundreds of them. There you are, look. Kansas Masonic All-Star High School Marching Band. Look at that, hundreds of them, right? We're not just talking men, we're talking women, yeah? This is women. Annual All-Star Marching Band. So that's two different types of bands there, right? And look at the women, yeah? And we're talking Masonic schools. They all go through this ritual and they know how to march, you know what I mean? It's all part of their, you know, their, like, how to prepare their armies, you know what I mean? Because armies march, don't they? And do parades, you know what I mean? Normal profane people don't march, they don't do army, yeah, they don't do any marching. Only an army marches, yeah? Okay? Think about it. An army marches, yeah, or parades itself. You know, we're the conquering heroes coming home. Okay, you never see the profane go, oh look, we're here. No, everything's organised by the leaders of that town, of that city. Yeah, welcoming the heroes. Yeah. Anyway, that was the blah, 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 lodge, whatever they were. Yeah, marching. Okay. This is them at, this has gone back, like I said, this goes back years. I've already shown you the dates. This is all girls' school again, or is this the orphanage? I can't remember. That's an orphanage school, maybe, I don't know, but it's Masonic anyway. Yeah, just shows you that it goes back again. Look, the carols from a Royal Masonic hospital. That's it. See, there they are. Look, boom boom. Okay, again, notice the G, and this is the Eastern Star. Look, you can tell by the colours of the star in the background. Yeah, this is the Eastern Star, ladies. All right. Alright, but look at the dresses and blah blah blah. Here we go. Again, like I said, women are just as prevalent, prevalent, or whatever that bloody word is. Notice the floor, the tiles, they got the aprons on. Do you know what I mean? Look, they've got the ranks on there as well. Obviously, she has no emblem on her, so she's just an entered apprentice. Do you know what I mean? Moving on. Again, like I said, notice it. Look at the square and compass all over this lady. Do you know what I mean? Go back years. That's an old photograph. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, they do this for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades. Yeah, they plan all this, and the only thing they do is want to control the town, control the city, control whatever country they're owning. Yeah. And in ways and most of it comes through the TV, the way you should act and think. Now, is the drill the new gym? Okay, now this is the Masonic Hall, and this is what they're teaching the young children. Okay, your children don't go through any of this. Yeah, this is them nurses on that drill. Yeah, what was going around the stadium. Yeah, okay. Now watch, I'll show you what I mean. There they are. Look, they're now doing the nice little star and all that, ain't they? Beautiful, lovely, wonderful. There they go again. Look, changing the shapes and that. Boom, boom, boom. Still the same Masonic Hall. It's all Freemasonry. And here they are back in the day, you know, in the 1800s. Look, you see what I mean? People that are corrupt, or in any institution, whatever it is, it's repetitive. They don't change their tune. They don't change the way they are. You go through the history of your town and what your council do. You know, when they sell something off, or you know, there's or a bit of corruption going on. You know, it don't matter. I'm not just going on about the council. I'm talking about police, whatever. Do you know what I mean? Behind that corruption, no one asks about the Freemasonry. Now here they are on the school field, doing the bands and the marching. You see what I mean? Here they are doing one of their, I can't remember what meeting this was now, sorry, but that's one of their meetings anyway. So that's the Rainbow Girls, that is, yeah. And they do all these particular little dances on bit, you know, I'm talking, you know, on big look, here they are, let's see, they do all these particular moves. There's the rainbow in the background, look. Yeah, this is where all the nurses come for that ritual where they're all going shh, the Masonic shush, you see, because they don't get them out, they don't get nurses, you know, well, most of your nurses are, the top ones will be Masonic Eastern Star or whatever, blah 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But like I said, this is where they recruit all these people that do all these events. Do you know what I mean? These Eastern Stars, Rainbow Girls. Here they are again. Look at them. Look at that. Look at that army of women and girls. Yeah, all performing. And that's where they got the shush nurses in the original, obviously the Olympic. Ritual you see there, see, so it's only Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Everything is to do with Freemasons. Here they are again, look, see, and they learn this, they learn it here. You might as well just say that's the nurses with the poles there. Do you know what I mean? Because it's the same thing they're doing. Do you see what I mean? Instead of them being dressed as nurses, they're dressed up as the Rainbow Girls. Do you know what I mean? Here they are again, look. Notice the rainbow here. You know, don't forget, you got to raise a rainbow, another mass ritual for nurses. Yeah, remember that for your NHS. Raise a rainbow. That ain't raise a rainbow. That's raise a rainbow for your Rainbow Girls. Do you know what I mean? Because most of them are nurses anyway. And here we go. Do you see it? Can you see that? That's your queen and that's your nurse. Okay. Can you see it? Obviously, a few of the guys here now who are veteran researchers are going to go, yeah, I know, because we know. But if you're profane, you don't know it. So I'm going to go through it again. Can you see it now? There's a hint. Okay, let's go again. Now do you see it? Let me enlarge that a bit. I think I've got it on the next picture. See that? The Masonic. And what do we have here? Again, the Masonic Institution for Girls. And the girls are your nurses. Like I said, they run all your top hospitals, yeah? They get best paid jobs and the top jobs. Do you know what I mean? And this is what protects the Queen, royalty, and all your elite. Do you know what I mean? You're profane. You ain't going their way. And also, this is the Royal Masonic School for boys. This is boys, yeah. So they're training the boys up as well. So don't think it's just the girls they're training from a young age. The boys are as well. And this is your army. Do you know what I mean? Look, children's home. Look at the size of that. Who you think bought that? Do you think a profane person owns that building, or do you think the conquerors do? The people that run the towns and cities. Sorry, I'm just having a swig of coffee. Firstly work this is, especially when you're profane. So this is the Royal Masonic Institute for Boys. That's in London, yeah. Now notice the triangle, and then you've got the I forgot what's bloody called now. What do I keep forgetting? And on here as well. But you'll notice there's a lot of triangles in there. But it's the but there's a lot of triangles anyway. But you call them triangles. They're pyramids. Okay. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot more in the thingy. But that's a children's home, right? So who do you think own that? Do you know what I mean? Who runs that? Of course. And who can afford to pay for that? Of course, the conquerors. They build big buildings. I've already covered this anyway. This is another one, yeah. I think that's the same one. Actually, I ain't too sure. This might be anyway. It's an orphanage for boys. Do you know what I mean? Or girls. I can't remember which what. Do you know what I mean? But again, notice the star in the window. Look. So everywhere you look, triangles. Look, triangles, or go pyramid. Do you know what I mean? Whatever way you want to look at it. How many pyramids or triangles can you have? You know what I mean? Obviously, you got other things I could point out, but I won't do that. Yeah. And then we come to here. Anyone recognise this one? This is Norwich Prison. Look at the triangles on that. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just goes on. Do you know what I mean? Triangles. No purpose to them, but they're there. You know what I mean? That's a prison, that is. I used to be an army barracks as well. But notice the same building. Do you see what I mean? Same buildings. Look, yeah, all the same, made by the same architect, by the same people. What are Masonic? Yeah. Here they are, look, see the Masonic heart? See, it's Masonic with the eye in the middle. You see, all seeing eye, the G, look. You see what I mean? This is what runs your hospitals, you see. You think that's all men, it ain't. This is outside a hospital. I can't remember what hospital it is. And these deities, or these are semi-gods or demigods. They're not the full gods like Hercules and all that sort of stuff. These are, itty baddy booty, what's his name? Birdie? I can't remember their names now. But, yeah, but notice he's doing the, you know, I call that the Daggaz. Obviously, I've explained that a bit in one of my videos, the Daggaz. But, yeah, but that's two demigods there. And obviously that's Jachin and Boaz. And the entrance is down in the bottom there, do you know what I mean? And there's your another Masonic. Like I said, it goes back years. Look at these Freemasons here, look, women, look. Goes back years and years these women have been at it. Not just the men plotting, it's the women. They're as corrupt as the men, believe it. Watch yourselves around women, you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's the women. So remember that ritual there, where these women are here, they're just Freemasons. These women here are Freemasons. Look, shh, and notice the shush, shh. Again, like I said, it's the biggest subliminal message anyone has been printed in your life. You've said it, you've read, you know, you've seen it, you know what I mean? Shown you it so many times. Shh, shh, shh. So all they do to you, shush, shush, shut up. But all of these are Eastern Star or Rainbow Girls, and that's all they are performing in there. Do you know what I mean? If you know the ritual, then you know what it's all about, you know what I mean? Then I'm going to go from the women's ritual. Yeah, I want to go to the men's army here, right? Just a little bit. No, in fact, no, what I'll do, I'll go back to this one. I'll go to this one. Here come you, look, watch this. I'll show you something. Look, the voice of Freemasonry, right? It's ethics, empathy, education, EEE, yeah? Education, ethics, empathy, okay? But your children ain't getting that in school. They're learning how to bully, how to fight, how to this, that and the other. Do you know what I mean? You go to a Masonic school, there's none of that, because they teach it in them because they're brothers, they're sisters. Do you see what I mean? That's what's being installed to them. They're friend, you know, they're one family, they're one brother, one sister. Everyone's equal, everyone's the same. Do you see what I mean? In our schools, you're not. You know what I mean? Oh, there's, you know, torment person, he's got fleas or this, that. Do you know what I mean? All of that bullying shit goes on. Do you know what I mean? But in a Masonic school, it don't. You know what I mean? You're all brothers, you're all sisters, and they all get on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? They all get on. They're on a different education to your profane children, I promise you. Now look at this. This is I forgot what this is. The Roix cross, 33 degree. Notice there's a white sash. Okay, it's important. Look, the white sash. Okay, 33 degrees. Or is this Knights of Malta? Sorry, it might be. I think this is the Royal Roix cross, the Rose Roix cross, but it's 33 degree anyway. Same as Knight Malta anyway. But notice the white sash. But we won't mention Jimmy Savile's funeral, where all them Masons with their white sashes, yeah, and then obviously you got the white apron, blah blah blah. Okay, so I just want to keep you going. This is a Knight of Malta. Look, you can tell by the big target on their chest. I mean the cross on their chest. There's one on my back as well, I believe. I'm a marked man by the Freemasons who marked me. Oh, the plot thickens with the Masonic mark. Yeah, they call you a mark if you're where's the mark? Where's the mark? Do you know what I mean? My name ain't Mark. You know what I mean? Mine's Stewie. Let's shoot that out of a cannon, eh? Never mind. Right, let's move on. That's another story. So anyway, you got famous Knights of Malta Freemasons, yeah? These are all Knights of Malta. See, it's always Masonic wars. It's never civilian wars. It's Masonic wars, yeah? When the lodge get out of hand, they start fighting, yeah? And you get one lodge protect another one protect another. You can see the Queen there. She's one. Trust me. There's pictures. Just look her up, yeah? She's a Knight Malta, yeah? Queen of the Knights Malta, yeah? And then you got your Alpha and Omega. Do you know what I mean? I won't go into it all, do you know what I mean? But that's, you know, obviously you got the Knights Templars, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so there we go. I think that was Mussolini there. Now here come your Masonic marching army, yeah? Only an army marches, remember that, yeah? An army marches. You don't go, well, I mean, when do you know what I mean? Well, you could call this a parade, but they're still bloody marching, do you know what I mean? But it shows you their army. Look at that, look, it goes off the picture, do you know what I mean? Look at that army, and that's what runs your town and city. Here they come again, different type of Mason. You know what I mean? Here they come again. Like I said, it go back in the day. These are coloured men. I'm sorry. And look, they go right back there. Notice the Masonic eye. Look, boom, boom, and it goes right back. Look, that's the Masonics marching. You know what I mean? Here they come again. Look, the coloured guys. You know, like I said, it don't matter if they're black, white, red, Chinese, you know, yellow, whatever the bloody colours are, you know, whatever, you know what I mean? You could be a green alien, you'll still be a bloody Mason, do you know what I mean? It's got nothing to do with it, but they're all brothers, they're all under one roof, they're all friends, they're all the best of pals, they don't fight each other. Only the profane, that's who they fight. Here come the old, I forgot their names, like Shriners, do you know what I mean? They do parades, but again, it's just a show off of power, what they've got. Here they come again, look, more Masonic, no, oh, sorry. Every time I see that white sash, that makes me cough. But there's that white sash again, yeah, okay? But there's your white sash again. Mind you, it's a black and white photograph. I suppose you could say, well, you know. But there you go. That's, again, that's the Freemasons on the march. Here come another army. Look at that. Look. These are going to be the first people that rise up. Here they are. They're all on each side of the road. Look at that army. Look. Boom. They're the ones that are going to be the first one that rise up. Any trouble, yeah? And they want to squash you profane. These are going to be the first people that are armed, the first people that are going to be organising all of you, and they're going to stick me, people like me, to the wall and shoot us or put us under that guillotine, you know what I mean? They love a guillotine, don't you, you Freemasons, especially in their rituals. Anyway, honouring past, marching to the future. Yeah, they're the ones who are marching to the future because they are the future, that's what they think anyway. If you're profane, you know what I mean, where are you marching to? You ain't got no plan, no future. They got plans. They got plans for you. Trust me. If you're not a Mason, you know what I mean. Sadly, some of these are so out of the loop. They're not even in the plans themselves. They're just like little mugs. Do you know what I mean? Doing their master's bidding. Do you know what I mean? In the East. But anyway, that's another story. Look, here's another band marching. Look, here we go. More marching from the Freemasons. Look. Like I said, it don't matter what colour you are, they're all the same, yeah? Brothers under one roof. Here they come again. These are the first people that are going to be armed. Do you imagine that unit there, that army unit, right? You imagine that army unit all got a gun, even if it's just a shotgun. Even if they had swords, what can you raise? Sitting there as a profane person now, what sort of army can you raise? 2 of your best mates, do you know what I mean? While they'll be there professional fighting like they always do, because half of these are all army vets and God knows what anyway, do you know what I mean? They hire the people out of boxing gyms and God knows what else, you know, people with the money, do you know what I mean? They've got everything, trust me. Hired thugs. Here they come again, look. And they go, oh, we're the best, we're not harmless, we're this, we're that. Now this one is my local, yeah. This is the Great Yarmouth marketplace, yeah. It's the bank here. Do you know what I mean? This is now Woolworths. Oh, am I at the right end? Wait a minute. Baby. Yeah, I think I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But look at all this. Look at all these Freemasons, right? Come marching down now. Look at that. I mean, who organised that? Do you know what I mean? The profane didn't organise that. The profane don't organise things like that. And because this picture's back in the olden days, right? Yeah, the one thing you can tell here, right? Yeah, look at the hats. Yeah, a well-to-do man would wear a bowler hat. Look at all the Freemasons with the bowler hats. Look, poof, 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 poof. And then you look on the side with the crowd watching. See all the flat caps? Yeah, they ain't got the money, have they? Do you see what I mean? Yeah, this is the Great Yarmouth Freemasons here, look, on the march. Do you know what I mean? Look at all the bowler hats, look, bum bum, because that's where all your money is in each town and city. Yeah. Oh, and I ain't sure if they're wearing white sashes there because there's a black white for obsessed with white sashes. But yeah, if a Savile, then bugger you fucks. Anyway, sorry to swear there, kind man, kind lady. Have a great day. Anyway, here we go. Look, but notice all the flat caps. Look, you see all the flat caps. Look, boom, 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 all the way through the crowd. Yeah, and like you get the odd fedora. I suppose they're called fedoras. But look at all the flat caps. That's all the profane peasants. Yeah. With no money, no nothing, yeah? And look at these. Look at the money. They're wearing their suits. Do you know what I mean? See anyone else in a suit here, look? No, of course you don't. You know what I mean? So, I mean, these are all the money makers. You know, the army. That's the army walking through your town. Do you know what I mean? They're still there today. They just hid underground during the war. That's all. You know what I mean? Shh. And they learn to be cautious and caution. You know what I mean? But that's the Masonic army. Look at that. Marching through the town, and you think that army ain't been recruited and doubled and tripled its size? Of course it have. That's why there's more lodges, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. I'm so excited I could crush a grape. Oh, here come another Masonic army. Look, men all down either side. That's in the town. Do you know what I mean? Think about it. Research it yourself. Look it up. I'm not giving you any new information. This is old. You know, you've been doing this for years. Look at the army. Look, there's the uniform. Do you know what I mean? Instead of carrying guns and that, what they could be carrying, they're just carrying banners. Do you know what I mean? No different. Look, it's an army. Here they come. Do you know what I mean? All legally, you know, with their little Masonic police force signing up. Yeah, you can have a shotgun. You can have a license. Do you know what I mean? They've got all the guns. They've got an armourer, you know. Trust me. Got everything. Here come another one. Look, marching army. The force. You know what I mean? These are not, you know, this is not a civilian. This is like Dad's army, isn't it? But they're not. These are young. They, you know, if you're in charge of like a scooter gang, then that scooter gang is run by Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? Like if your dad used to be a PM or a well-to-do MP or something like in the town, do you know what I mean? And then you're suddenly in charge of a scooter gang. That means you're you know, the Masonic Lodge is now in charge of the scooter gang or the biker gang or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But the biker gang or the scooter gang don't even realise that. Do you know what I mean? Even though there's members in there, and more than likely keep the profane ones shut. You know, like boom boom and work around them. Do you see what I mean? But all the time knowing they're brothers within that gang. Do you know what I mean? Because they always, like, how do you call it, peer pressure the profane into doing what they want. Do you see what I mean? But they'll control it for the lodge. Yeah, look at that one. Look at that army. Imagine that coming at you. Look, all guns and swords. Look, you know what I mean? Look at the Masonic army. Look at it. Poof. And all stand together. Each and every one of them will lie against you. If for instance, right, so one of this men shot or stabbed a dude here, and you're the profane one, yeah, they blame you. And they'd have all them witnesses, and they'd all stand behind their back, their brother's back, and accuse you. Trust me, they'll do that. You know what I mean? Here come another arching army, look. See? Oh, quick, my telly's going to turn off. 2 seconds. Oh. Quick, come here, you. Right, I've done that. Lucky. Oh. Right. So, here come the army marching. Onward, Christian soldiers. Marching on to war. I wish I was a good singer. Right, anyway, here they are, look, with their swords, look. Elevated to the air. You know what I mean? They've all got swords. They're all Knights Templars and God knows what. Like I said, they've all got guns and all. You've got nothing, you're profane. Here they come again, look, through the town. Another marching Masonic army. Boom, here they are again, look. These are all your MPs and your Prime Ministers and God knows what. You know what I mean? When there's a vote, no matter who you vote for, there's a Freemason going in. Research. Guarantee it. You know what I mean? Here they are. Look, notice the old G up here, and just in case anyone thought that was like a Scottish. That is a Scottish army, obviously. But this is what I'm saying. They're all like recruiting the army and all that. They're an army. You know what I mean? They're nothing else but an army. Here they come again. Look, you got the army marching in front of them, look. The support group. Do you see what I mean? It's not, you know, it's not bullshit. It's truth. It's fact. This is your army, yeah? And this army will squash you because you're profane and you're outside the temple, yeah? And so long as you're outside the temple, you're the hated profane, yeah? I've shown you. It's more Knights Templars, look. You know what I mean? Unreal. You know, it's a little unit there, isn't it? Imagine the devastation they can do if they had guns just on any village. What's this? I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, look, this is a Masonic ritual here, yeah? And they can draw the planet. But look, Bosh is another one. The France, why are the animals? You see what I mean? And this is why they wear their masks, you see? Do you know what I mean? They wear their masks. Remember the last video I showed you with the masks? See? But that's what it's all about. Anyway, oh, and here they are again, look. I mean, look at that army. Look at the unit. You know what I mean? Precise. Every man is thinking one thing and the same thing. F you profane. Do you know what I mean? We're important. You're nothing. You're outside the temple. Here we go. I've shown you this about the grip. Yeah. And the leaders of the land using the same grip. Yeah. This is what they are. They're all brothers. All one. Do you know what I mean? Here they are. Look. Do you think all this money here, what's in this lodge, yes? Look at the money, yeah? Do you know what I mean? Then, can you afford that? Can you afford anything like this? No, they can. They got all the money. This man here, right, if he's skint, right, and let's just say there's 100 people there, he'll say, I'm skint, I need some money. Each and every one of them Freemasons, he'll put up £1,000, right, and work that out. How much money that man's now. So £1,000 to them people is nothing, absolutely nothing, and especially if you're drug dealing in the fucking lodge. You know what I mean? Think how much money you're getting then. But that is nothing to them. Do you see what I mean? Absolutely nothing. See what I mean? If there's 200 people, you go in there, I need £1,000, and 200 people slap up £1,000 on the table. Have you got money back and like that because you're profane? And that's all tax free as well. Do you know what I mean? There you go. But that's another story. That's what they do. They have their own internal courts, their own punishment system, everything. You know what I mean? You're nothing to them. You're profane. Here come another army. Look, boom. Look at that army. Look, stand against the profane. Again, like I said, do your research, and then all you got to do is see what the Freemasons wear compared to the profane. Look, here they are. Look, top hats, bowlers, and top hats. Look, you see what I mean? Yeah, they've got all the money. They've been willing it to each other over the decades. I told you, everything, all the businesses just willing it to each other and their lodge and their brothers. You know what I mean? That's why they've got all the money. You know what I mean? And all their job is within towns and cities is keep you poor, keep you fining you, keep you down. Do you know what I mean? And if you get a business that's in direct competition with you, they'll stalk you, they'll know all your finances, and they'll bankrupt you or take your house or whatever they need to do. And that means having an affair with your missus, so they put you through a divorce or whatever. You know what I mean? Look at that army. Look, boom. You know. Look, they're actually doing the. Oh no, sorry, they are doing a sign, but I thought it was a something else. But they ain't. Sorry, they are signing. But they are. There's your army. Do you know what I mean? There you go. Your Masonic army. Terrible. Now remember them white sashes, all right? Shh. They're Savills. Okay. I'm going to just go into Savile right now, I think. Now, what I'll do first, look, here's a Masonic lodges, yeah, look. Your Universal Masonic Record and Directory contain the name, business and profession and residence of each subscriber, the name of the lodge, the chapter, the council, because they have councils, you see what I mean? The councils is control you. You know what I mean? Their council. And encampment. Now, who has encampments? Let me think. Not an army encampment, surely, eh? Yeah, right on. Yeah, your Masonic, they encamp. And if you do your research, like I said, it's all on my forum with their rituals. That's an encampment, yeah? It's an army, yeah? And they're encamped in your town, they're encamped in your cities, and they're encamped all over the UK, the world, the globe, the land, the sea, the air. Trust me. They're encamped on your thingy and they're there to control you for the rich elite above them, to which he is attached. And rank, who has ranks? Let me think. Position. Rank and position. I wonder what rank I'd be. Oh, I know. I'd be a worshipful Grand Master bloodline. That's what I'd be. A blood prince. You know what I mean? That means I'm the pharaoh who we all protect. But anyway, attain the order of confined exclusive members of place lodge. Look, containing also a list of the Masonic lodges in the world within the place and time of meeting and each lodge as far as known. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm UK. You can come here yourself. Look, and get the whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called. Sorry. The website, yeah, come and see it yourself. And look, watch this. Look, I'm going to go slow as I can. I can't. I just jumped about 50,000 pages there. Look, and watch this. Look, right. This is obviously you can read up on this. So I ain't going to go through that bit. But look, watch this. Right. What's this here? New York, Universal, but in these places, New York, nations, not all of them. Right, here we go. Look, Australia, Mississippi, Brazil. This is the index here. This is just the index of where it is. Look, there ain't nowhere there's a Masonic lodge. Columbia, North Carolina, and then you wondering why they get the drugs in. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. Illinois, Iowa, Kansas. You know what I mean? It goes on and on. Rockville, Sullyfield, blah, 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 blah. But here we go. Look, page 5, and then we're starting off, look, right? Okay, look, boom. There you go. Alabama. That's all the lodges in Alabama. Look, directly lodge, time of meeting. Dun dun. Alabama. Arkansas. Universal. I'm not going to go through all of this. Now, I ain't even got, look, I'm only on page 21. And that's Florida we're now on, look. Georgia. Do you know what I mean? Look. Oh, look. It's not. Do you know what I mean? Illinois. See, so that just gives you an idea of how many Masonic lodges are in. Now, if I go 152, or is it 151? I can't remember. I think it's 151. I'm going to scroll from here because if I'd use my bloody mouse, I'd go. Now this is England, right? Now I've got it here. Right, this is England. I've just put it on a notepad here, right? Now in England, right, and this is not all of them marked. There's 1,063 lodges. Okay, and if you go to the interesting one, right, which is one of the interesting one, yeah. And this is the people that run the country, where they, you know, with the funny old bum, history. Etonian, yeah, that's Eton, yeah, Eton College, blah blah, because they're coming up right through this, and then they go to Eton, you see, and then they join the Etonian Windsor, yeah, which is obviously the people who run the country, yeah. They come through all of this sort of stuff, but you can go through this yourself, you know what I mean? But look, Tuesday near the full moon. What the hell's that all about? Ooh, the full moon. Because they'll be dancing around when they're nude doing their witchcraft and that. That's what that's all about. You know what I mean? I wish I had my... see, I need to go digging in my files. See, I've got a lot of stuff on stick and that, what I collect over the years. And I should have got it out, really. And it shows you the Masonic square and compass actually in the Etonian school, where they've made it out of trees and whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell's going on? But Tuesday near full moon. Do you know what I mean? See what I mean? It's all ritual. Do you know what I mean? But that's so yeah. That's all the lodges in England. Yeah, not all of them. 1,063. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So if there's 1,000, here we go again. Oh my God, here we go. Get my calculator. But even 1,000, like, boom, we'll just call it 1,000. We'll round it off because like just make it easier for me. Do you know what I mean? And let's just say this times, right, 500 in each lodge. Oh, 500 in each lodge, right? That equals to 500,000. Do you know what I mean? Just in them lodges. But that's not the whole thing. Do you see what I mean? So you're getting a picture of the amount of men this army contains. Do you see what I mean? And that's the ones that don't even come forward. Do you see what I mean? This is only based, this list, yeah, is only based sorry about my hoarseness. Well, that's supposed to be a horse. That wasn't bad. That was supposed to be an impression of a horse. Never mind. Whatever that was. Hey baby. Right, anyway, but this is only the names that people have actually come here and added. Do you know what I mean? You know, people have come off their own backs and added it. If it's not on here, that's because, you know, obviously no one's come here. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, they give you the pages, the name. Just come and have a look for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Let me get the home page so I can get you a full... There it is. Making of America. Making of America books. Making of America... Yes, MOA. That's what it is. Look, there it is at the top. Just type that in and away you go. Then you come here. I don't know how you get to the page I was on. Browse books, Jones, search books. Well, it's here somewhere anyway. Subject, browsing, volumes, about MOA. Maybe I've got to go in this way. Collections, whatever it is anyway. But it's there on that link anyway. I'll keep it. And if anyone wants it, let me know and I'll post it on my Facebook. But that's where that is there. Search, browse. I don't know what this page would be. Let me just look. So I just save if I can find it. No, I don't know. But it's there anyway. There's the full address. If you type that in, I'll go a bit slower across there as well. So yeah, so it's up to 8H there. You've got that full. And then from the AH is just then block of numbers. If you type that into your address bar, you should find this page pretty easy. And like I said, the numbers are just astronomical. Do you know what I mean? At least I got that word right. You know what I mean? Pennsylvania. Do you know what I mean? Universal Masonic record of everything. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, if you look, you know where to look. It's there. Do you know what I mean? Their army is massive. Like I said, you know, you've got like I don't want to go through all this again, but just make it look. He's the worshipful master. He wears the square. Do you see what I mean? Senior warden. You know what I mean? He's on the level. Do you know what I mean? Junior warden. Oh, here we go. I forgot. Junior warden. Act, I think. As act on the rule or something. I can't remember now. Treasurer. Remember the keys. Yeah, I'm going to show you that in so many films. Yeah, it's another one to keep. Obviously, I've told you about these two. Do you know what I mean? That one, if you've got see me, this one's all in Fortnite and other bits and pieces. This one here is I show you that was part of NASA's like spaceship, isn't it? Yeah, and on their badges. I haven't done the keys yet, and then I've shown you the cross here. Boom, boom, the secretary. Obviously, you got senior deacon, junior deacon. They've got so many bloody. The Tyler, he had to speak to the Tyler. You have to actually do a ritual, which is crossing the swords. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. But yeah, he's the security guard. Do you know what I mean? I mean the Tylers around here though, they ain't that good. Oh no, you ain't. The Tylers here are terrible. Security. I'll show you how to circumvent security. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, these little Masonics, They think they're so clever. Anyway, the human motivation, and you get, and then you go through it, allegedly. There's all the different sayings. Oh, here it is. Look, which one of us is upside down? That's right. I said, I can't remember. I said, yeah. So that's what it was. And I said, maybe we're level. Do you know what I mean? It's just some of their silly little signs. You know what I mean? And they go, what time is it? And the other is asking, what day is it? You know what I mean? These are all their little secret signs. But come here as well. It's there. Phoenix Masonry, Enigma of Freemasonry. You know what I mean? And just read up on it, and that'll give you that, like the geometry and all the different, once you start learning their symbols, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And their different, what they call, like the Gus and Griddle. See what I mean? It's all like apple and pea tray. See, these are all their different, things you got to look out for. You see what I mean? And once you start learning them, all their little, I can't remember, like figures or whatever they call. I call them figures, but they're not. I'll mark that just in case anyone asks about it. But shut that down. So now here we go. I'm going to go back to this. The white collars. Yes, Savile was a part of a satanic ring, right? The ring has never been found. So who was part of that satanic ring? I ask you. Okay, and I'm going to show you what the crack is here. Yeah, watch. Right now, so Jimmy Savile, right? Obviously, we know about Savile, Peter Sutcliffe, and the Yorkshire Ripper, yeah? Watch the Masonic handshake, okay? This, again, come here and read this. It's Charlie Fawkes, yeah? Truth Savile, yeah? Read it. It's very good, you know what I mean? Here he is at the Children's Home, Masonic, again. Okay, here he is, look, and, he knew Thatcher, he knew MPs, right, yeah? Obviously, he knew old Charlie, do you know what I mean? Again, Charlie. I want you to focus on Bruno here. This is the main man I want you to focus on, okay? And obviously he knew the Pope, blah, blah, blah. But here it is at the... I forgot this was there. Oh, I'm so funny. Right, notice the white sashes, look. This is his funeral. That's Savile in the coffin. Notice the white sashes, look, yeah? The Masonic, there's a blue one there. There's the white sashes. And there's the blue sashes, all right? You've seen the blue ones anyway. And here he is again. Look, if I scroll down a little bit more, whoop, there we are. Look, okay, and I'll show you that just a little while ago. The white sashes, which is the Rose Croix or the Knights of Malta. I can't remember which one's which. Sorry, okay, all right. But here's Frank Bruno now, right? You see him, look, with the Masonic. White sashes, okay, so he's a Freemason. People go, no he ain't, no he ain't. Now, when he broke down, right, we'll keep on, we'll keep going this way, yeah. But look, perhaps it should be remembered that Freemasons take an oath which is above the laws of the land to protect fellow Freemasons, and it is, because you're profane, you're getting nowhere. They'll lie for each other, yeah, because you're outside the temple, you're not one of them, and their army is the thing. In the light of this is why Jimmy Savile was exposed after death, which it is. They covered him up. They shushed everything up. The BBC shushed everything up. Do you know what I mean? Everyone shushed everyone. You know what I mean? Because they were all Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Right, anyway, I'll let you read this. Come again, get it yourself. As Toolbox website, yeah. And I'm not gonna obviously linger on this. I want to make my videos nice and little shorts, but I want to bring you more evidence into stuff what people maybe just have missed. What I can put a bit of, a bit more light on it. A bit of Freemasonry light anyway. Was a royal parasite, knighthood for his loyalty. Do you know what I mean? That's why when I say, look, he's a sir. If you're a sir, you're a Freemason. Trust me. You know what I mean? BBC. Look, what is worst of all is that both the Freemason cops and Crown Prosecution Service has several reports of child abuse naming Savile, yet did nothing. Shh. Do you know what I mean? For those they want to protect, include their brothers, that they were insufficient evidence. Shh. You know what I mean? That's what they do all the time. Shut stuff down. Do you know what I mean? Shh, shh, shh. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Savile pleased to arrest up to a dozen celebrities within days, yeah? All got off, all got away with it. Do you know what I mean? Shh, shh. I'm not going to go into this too much, but we all know this and all this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? What he's, all his buddies, and I've done most of them anyway, so I ain't going to linger on that, right? And then we've got this here, another MP, and if you go look for, just search in YouTube or Google it, bugger him, what's his bloody name? I forgot his bloody name here. He's our MP. He's an MP, Prime Minister. I can't remember his name. Sorry, this dude here. Dumbing that in. Anyway, forget that. But if you go look at, just put in lion's paw handshake. Just put Prime Minister lion's paw handshake. This dude will come straight up, and you'll see him give the lion's paw. Yeah, I think I've shown it in a couple of other videos in what I've already done. But that's another Freemason, you see, and they're all the same. Every MP or Prime Minister is a Freemason. They're what run your country, they're what run your town. You know what I mean? Right from, you know, like I said, from the Queen down, all them elites, yeah. But anyway, like I said, Thomas Hamilton died, that some of the facts about his charmed life came to light. That's after they die, you see, it always come to light. In fact, because the police force most closely involved with Thomas Hamilton during his life were tasked with investigating themselves when he died, you see. So you got to come here and read this. This is all things that have been shushed up, you know what I mean? The Lord Advocate, you know what I mean? The agreed public inquiry judge tries to gag the press from reporting on events in Thomas Hamilton's life, and even tried to stop the press talking to attempted gag. So even where they gagged it, he tried to stop it. You see what I mean? This is all about shh. This is what they do. They shush you up. You need transparency. Do you know what I mean? We need to know what they are, who they are, and what they are. You need to know who their daddy was. Do you know what I mean? Are they part of a Freemason lodge? Because this is how you're gonna win yourself back. But like I said, when it get down to the nitty gritty, yeah, they're going to come out with guns and swords when they lose their power, and you're going to see the Freemasons rise up like no other army ever done before, because they're already in place. They've already got their army there. You know what I mean? It's in place. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is all about, again, come and read it. You know, old fucking Savile and another Prime Minister. Do you know what I mean? But come and read it. It's got loads of it. You know what I mean? Look, certified that Sshhed was not a member of the mate if baffling, and at odds with his own notes of Glymis McLean Clark Hamilton's correspondent, and also he told fans that it contained nothing specifically about the brotherhoods. Yeah, again, it's all shushed up, everything. Do you know what I mean? It's quick as lightning. Anything to do with Freemasonry, what's naughty or bad or whatever, is shushed. And the reason they can shuck it up, because they own the papers, they own the TV, they own the media. Do you know what I mean? They own Facebook, they own YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, they fix it for each other, not just for Savile. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, come and read it. You know, it's there. You know, here it is. Look, victim booster went to the police, nothing happened. Blah blah blah, nothing happened. Blah blah blah, nothing happened. Blah blah blah, nothing happened. Blah 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 blah, nothing happened. Shh, 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 because they got the power within the police. Do you see what I mean? Shh, to shut you up. You know what I mean? And that's what the Freemasons are all about. They're untouchable. Look, the Freemasons are untouchable. You know, but what you've got to do is pull the screw out of their compass and make them touchable. Do you see what I mean? And it's going to cost a few lives. That'll cost me my life. I'm already a hit. I've already got a big G on my back. Yeah. For get him. The G on my back is get him. You know what I mean? The Masonic G. I'm a mark. I've got an M for mark on my front and a G for get him on my back. You know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, that's another story. I don't want to get into that yet. That's coming though. Don't worry, it's coming. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, I'm so excited. I could crush a grape. Anyway, let's shoot that. Anyway, I don't want to get into that neither. Right, anyway, but here we go. You see, it's all about shush, and I keep telling you, shh, shh, shh. And so long as they shush you up, yeah, and it don't matter what you do, make a complaint or anything against them, it's shushed up by a ring of knights, yeah, a ring of Masonic knights that will shut you up and shush you down. And you go, oh, it's gone to the ombudsman, Masonic. You know what I mean? Don't matter who you complain to, it's Masonic. Yeah, they'll send you papers and God knows what. I'll mark that. Yeah, I'll keep that there. Now look at this. This is what, look, 1 in 5 males, JPs, is a Freemason. Yeah, this is your judges, right? Now what they say, this is what makes me laugh. Look, where they get the figures wrong and they lie and manipulate. Yeah, because it's the Freemasons that write this crap. Do you know what I mean? It's a secret organisation. No. But look, if you go down here, wait there. Look, an 8-foot. Look. 867 refusing to answer the question, yeah, whether they were Freemasons or not. Yeah, as soon as you open that door, yeah, and you get them telling you who's a Freemason, who in, you will be able, the light will hit you smack bang, because you'll know everyone who's a Freemason, yeah, within your town, within your city, and who's running it. Right, as women make up half the total and are not allowed to join the Brotherhood, the number of male magistrates who have been declared them, it works out at 13.6 to decline the answer. So do you see what I mean? They use the women right, make up half the total. Do you know what I mean? They use the women. Do you know what I mean? How many women are? No one's asking about the women. Do you see what I mean? And I know lots and lots, and I've seen lots and lots of women magistrates. Do you know what I mean? 3 on a bench, 2 on a bench. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it doesn't mean nothing. So here you go. Yeah. So you still got 2,000 yet to respond to the survey. You know what I mean? The figure could be higher than 1 in 5 MPs said. Of course, it's higher than 1 in 5. Do you know what I mean? That it's near on every judge is a Freemason, because they want to control the system. Yeah. So that when the jails are getting low and they got a profane person in front, they'll send them to jail, because then that just keeps the system on the roll. Do you know what I mean? That keeps their probation going. That keeps the police going. Keeps their Masonic prisoners going. All the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Because when you go to jail, yeah, a profane person becomes a working class citizen. Then when they keep putting all these people in, they can then come at the polls and go, oh, unemployment's down. No, unemployment's not down. It's just that you've put more people in prison. Do you know what I mean? And you're using them people in prison to better your figures so you get elected in. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. But come and read it yourself. You know what I mean? It's there. They just fiddle the numbers like they do the votes. Well, they do. I say the votes. I've done the votes. I've covered that. You don't even vote. They just put in who they want. Any old muppet. You know what I mean? So long as that's a Freemason muppet, they don't care. Do you know what I mean? And that's for MPs, PMs, or whatever else. And that's what I'm saying. Every time it goes to a vote like that, and it's not voted in, and like suppression orders and all that, it's all done by Freemasons making a vote. Do you see what I mean? Not you profane. You don't get voted anywhere. Trust me. You don't get anything. Anyway, Masonic Army riding the goat. Oh yeah, no, I've done that one. Yep, boom, boom. So that's that. Now watch this. This is amazing. Anyway, yeah, remember that. 1063. You know what I mean? Masonic lodges. Boom. That army there. Yeah. This is all their hotels and that. I might post it on my Facebook just so you can get it. I'll put the list and the link in the forum as well for you guys. But remember, this Masonic army is well on the march. Do you know what I mean? That army is marching. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I love that one. Look at that Masonic army in great armour flit. Look at it. And remember, look at the top hats and remember the flat caps. Profane, poor. Masonic, rich. Yeah, and like I said, that little Masonic man there, if he was skint, each and every one of them brothers would put a tenner, £100 in his pocket. It's nothing to them. They're the rich. That's why they're always better off than the profane. And if you're a business, they'll run you out of business. They'll affect your marriage or your girlfriend situation to make you got something else to think about rather than them ripping you off. Do you know what I mean? Now here we go. Look, Freemasons, the Savile. Yeah. Now this is him here, and he's got his ritual robe there, and he's got all the colours with it. Of the Freemasons, blah 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 blah. And there he is. He's a Knights of Malta, and he's a Reuter's Cross as well. Okay, but again, it's a Knights Templar. Yeah, there he is doing the Masonic signs. Right now, which is obviously, I'll just get back to that. Where he's doing this with the wrists. Yeah, there's Jachin and Boaz. Yeah, just so you know. Here he is, the good night kiss. For a first lady. Good night. Look at the night. K. Do you see what I mean? That's at Stoke Mandeville. We know all about that, don't we? Barbara Bush met Sir Jimmy Savile. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Knight. You know what I mean? Sir Knight. He's a knight because he's a Knight of Malta. He's a Reuter's Cross Knights Templar. Yeah. Here he is again with the Prime Minister. Margaret Thatcher. Hey, look, he's rubbing his hands. Come on. Can you remember their picture with all the babies and the dead things they had? There's a few funny stories about them, but that's another story. I don't want to get into that. We'll get into this. Here we back to Bruno. This is where I want to be. Prince Charles and Bruno. But Bruno's the man, okay? Watch this. Okay? Again, remember, he introduced him. So that Freemason there, and that Freemason, and that Freemason, all of them Freemasons. Yeah. All had special treatment. Yeah, there he is. Like I said, look at the white sash again. Yeah, look at the cross there on the front. Yeah, dun dun. Watch this, Bruno. You ready? Are you ready? Boom. Frank Bruno, Masonic Lodge, Worshipful Master, and look at the white sash. And you're telling me you didn't know nothing about Jimmy Savile? I mean, go look. I've posted it the other day. Jimmy Savile on This Is Your Life. Or was it Jimmy Savile on This Is Your Life? No, Frank Bruno. Go look at Frank Bruno. Jimmy Savile, This Is Your Life. Yeah, something like that. Put Frank Bruno, This Is Your Life, yeah. And you'll see at least 4 paedophiles come through to say, oh, what a great man he was. Yeah, including Jimmy Savile. I can't remember the other dude. Oh, anyway, the other ones. But you'll see it. Just look up Bruno, yeah. But there he is with the white sashlet. Boom. Knight of the Right's Cross or Knights of Malta, yeah. Like I said, it don't matter about colour, greed or whatever. But he knew about Savile. He knew. And he was at the funeral as well. He's not here. See the white sash in the background? I just wanted to get that in. Do you know what I mean? Shh, about the white sashes. Shh, shh. But yeah, that's Jimmy Savile's funeral there. But again, you can see the white sash in the background. But I've already shown you that anyway. But that's what it's about. Do you know what I mean? Remember, Bruno going, oh, I didn't know nothing. He was a Freemason, yeah? All 3 of these. Jack the Ripper, and we know what he did. Jimmy Savile, we know what he did. And you know when Frank Bruno, he had that breakdown? Can you remember that? When he was like, his mind was gone, wasn't it? Yeah. And he put it down to, I can't remember what he put it down to, I forgot now, but I did. And I thought, well, that's a bit, do you know what I mean, at the time, yeah? And I'll tell you what, I think he went through a ritual, yeah? Right, and it blew his head off. Do you know what I mean? You know where people can't handle it. You know, like he might have killed someone. You know, he might have abused a satanic ritual abuse with a child or something like that, and that messed with his head. And that's when he started to lose it. Search the newspapers, yeah. And I think that's when he got into it, and he got too heavy. Do you know what I mean? And that done his head in, and he went a bit mental for a little while, didn't he? Which that would fiddle with your head. I mean, it did. What's her name? That singer. I can't remember her name now. Oh, Whitney Houston. I wanna wake up, baby, with you in the morning. You know that Whitney Houston, innit? Was it Whitney Houston or Whitney Houston or whoever? But that's why I think he went a bit, doolally. Do you know what I mean? Again, look, I'm going to show you. Look. The army, look, president's message to the Freemasons, that is, okay? There's no point me enlarging it. You best just jump over my forum because you can't see it. But that's dear brethren. Do you see what I mean? That's your president, look, dear brethren, to the Masonics, to the Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? Because they control it. That's what I mean. The president, every MP, prime minister, presidents, vice presidents, whatever, they're all Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Controlled by the Illuminati, let's say, even though they're just Freemasons anyway, but it's just one big massive army. Do you know what I mean? They've all got the ranks, like I said, you just read it on your thingy there, the encampment. You know what I mean? Look, look, an officer. Now, where do you get officers? Hello, officer. And you salute officers, didn't you? And they've each got a salute, you know what I mean? Whether it's a and a handshake, whether it's I'm trying to think of some bloody stances now, but yeah, do you know what I mean? It don't matter. They got the jewels and officers. Look, officer. He's an officer. Do you see what I mean? Officers. Yeah. Secretary, a high priest. What the hell? Why would you need a high priest for? Unless you're doing some sort of ritual, real bad ritual. Do you know what I mean? The treasurer, he holds all the money. The third veil. What's behind the third veil? Do you know what I mean? You've got the Royal Arch. Do you know what I mean? He's a captain, look. Now, where do we get captains? Not in an army, surely. Oh, you are profane if you don't realise this is an army sitting encamped at your door in your local town and city. Do you know what I mean? Look, think about it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Captain, yeah? Officers. Do you know what I mean? Officers and captains. Yeah? You know what I mean? Even have the marching bandlet, the musician. Oh, mate. You know what I mean? The chaplain will tend to the wounded. Especially me when I get stabbed in the back. Or drugged. Or whatever. Anyway, that's another story. Officers' duels, look. Do you know what I mean? They're officers. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what they are. An office. They're an army. An officer's army. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Conductor of council. See the council. An army of council. The war council. Do you see what I mean? Captain of the guard. No, captain. Is a captain of the guard. Where we heard that before? Do you see what I mean? And these duels go on and on and on. It's an army rank. You know what I mean? Here we go, look. Oh, what the hell happened there? Oh yeah, here we go. Look, the Grand Lodge of Ihoho. Yeah. Now all these little stars and all these pins, I've shown you before, but I just thought, I've done it on the other one. But again, look at the pins, yeah. And this is Masonic lodges just within Ohio. You know what I mean? See what I mean? Join Freemasonry. We are all proud to be Masons, but when we see excellence, commitment and such care being taken to our fellow brethren, it makes us even prouder. See, they got nothing about profane. You're gone. You lot are nothing. You know what I mean? Look here, look at that. That's the Grand Lodge of Subico, Western Australia. Look at the size. Are you profane? Could you afford a building like that? Of course you can't. That's why they've got all the money. Been willing it to each other, year in, year out, decades. Do you know what I mean? Leaving it to the lodge, leaving it to their brothers. We'll look after your widows, we'll look after your sons. Do you know what I mean? That's what they do. Look, you can't afford to build that. Look at these lodges, look. Poof. Oh, they're Grand Lodges of Virginia. They're the Grand Lodges, not the chapters or the provisional lodges or anything else. This is just the Grand Lodges. Do you know what I mean? Look. Oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, look, it tells you here, look. And also Grand Orient, you see, look, Grand Lodges and Grand Orient is the governing body that supervises and governs the individual lodges of Freemasonry, see? So you've got the Grands, the Orient, the Provisionals, and then you've got the other lodges, you see what I mean? It's all different, and they all got their own particular area of jurisdiction, do you see what I mean? And that's all to control you, the profane, the army, the Masonic army, you see? It tells you the numbers, you know? They're not lodges though, they're actually castles, do you see what I mean? Yeah, and keeps to keep you in control, to keep themselves in control. Look at this, look. See, look, the numbers are there, it's all there, look. Masonic lodges per country. What they mean is Masonic castles per country. And you can see obviously the darker the country, look, boom, right across America and the UK, two preeminent. And obviously North and the South and obviously Australia are catching up. But this isn't true. There's Australian Masons in every country, and I mean prevalent. You know what I mean? They're in a country they ain't touching. Is there? These are actually. These are not lodge. These are actually. I'm forgetting what they are now. These are actually thingy lodges. Knight Templar lodges. These are. Yeah. See. Knights Templar lodges, yeah, nothing to do with Masonic lodges or the Grand Lodges or these are Templar lodges, yeah. Look at that. Oh, what an army! And you think you haven't been taken over? Yeah, United States. Look at that. Look at them lodges. Look. How about that? Can you raise an army? That's what I mean. They're everywhere. They're like locusts. No, they're not locusts. They're below locusts. They're worms. No, they're not worms. What are they? They're scum. Simple as. The ones I know anyway. Fucking pure scum. Sorry to swear there, kind man's kind lady. But yeah, they're beneath me. They're beneath me. But they're all above me because they're all brothers, yeah, and they think I'm a profane man. Profane. I'm the best eavesdropper and Cowan you're ever gonna meet. I love it. Look at the lodges, look. Freemasons for Dunny, Indiana lodges. That's the Indiana lodges, look. Indiana. Do you know what I mean? There's Chicago, look. And you ain't even done Chicago or the other side. It's just one particular area. Look at the lodges. And you think that's not an invading army with captains? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, this is part of the other one. Look. All Knights Templar castles, look. Well, they're lodges really, but look at that. Boom, 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 boom. What an army. Do you know what I mean? And they control, obviously, the Masonic lodges. Do you know what I mean? The higher you go up, boom, you know? But there you go. Oh, look. WACO is home to the oldest continuous fraternal organisation in Texas. Look at that. Look at them, look. Bosh. That's all your money. Look at it. Yeah, that's an old picture, by the way. But you imagine that, you know what I mean? This is why they're so rich. All of them people there that are now dead have willed it to the people that are now alive today over the decades. Do you see what I mean? All their money, all their wealth, all their businesses and all their property. Because when you go to work, that's who you're working for, the Freemasons. They may say, oh, it's Mr. Smith here and Mr. Smith there and whatever. But no, it's just the Freemason army. You know what I mean? Controlling you. They sack you. Look, you know, in your little provisional chaplains, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're your vicars. You know what I mean? We know all about the vicars, don't we? Look, see that there? Look, there it is. Look, the square. Look. See what I mean? They got it in the elm. It's in their emblem. Bloody emblem. Blum. I can't get it. Album. You know what I'm on about. Anyway, the album. Oh God, it's a nightmare. Elm. You know, the emblem. You know, their badge. That'll do. Yeah, it's in their badge. Album. Never mind. But look, they're farmers as well. You see what I mean? Farmers to Freemasons. Do you see what I mean? Farmyard, the profane. Join the masonry. Before you know it, boom. That's what that advertises there. Look, you'll be like this. Look, crack the old farmyard because you're profane. Yeah. Join the Freemasons, and within 2 steps, maybe 3, because that's what it takes. You know what I mean? You'll be at Freemasons Hall, and look, you'll be the powerful. This will be your farm. Do you know what I mean? Because we are the Freemasons, because they control the food as well. Do you know what I mean? And believe me, there's going to be a food war, right? And what they're going to do, they're going to shut off all the food to the country, yeah, right? Because they test that every time they do that, and you do their massive buys, yeah, because you think all the food's gone. You know, you think how much food you've got in your cupboard now, right? Say you've got 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? And then they go, oh, we can't get any food in, all that. Boom, people start starving. Then what happens? Don't worry, the Freemasons are all right. They've got tunnels, right? Yeah, we've got a few here ourselves in our town, Great Yarmouth, right? And they've got stacks and stacks of food, yeah, right? And like I said, when the food runs out, the profane are going to be kicking in each other's doors, murdering and killing, right? And that's going to do the job for them. They ain't even got to lift a finger because the profane will do it for them. Do you see what I mean? But they'll have all the food because they run everything. They've got everything and they've got it all stored and stacked up. Do you see what I mean? Because they run all the food. It'll be a food war, I tell you. Yeah, look, this is the Freemasons, how they meet, look. Now, I was on this meeting here, but shh, keep that quiet. You know what I mean? Can you see me in the mask there? But this is a Freemason meeting here. This is how they keep them together. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember what they used in the program, but this is what they're using. You see, look. You know what I mean? This is how they're meeting people. Do you know what I mean? They're still having their meetings, yeah. You know, still keeping in contact, still being brothers, and all the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, our Freemasons led by the Provisional Secretary Phil Still. Oh, Phil is still being briefed before being joined in NH workers hospitals again. For the vaccine centre city at Hull saying, oh, you check your vaccine centres, yeah, right? They're run by Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Even the bouncers on the door are bloody Freemasons. Do you know what I mean? Everything's Masonic, you know what I mean? And there's the Grand Master. Listen to the message from the Grand Master and view other opportunities by visiting the provisional website. Who's he, look? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If you've missed Freemason, it's a good bet you've missed playing golf too. See, they run the golf. Do you see what I mean? Look at the sun. Boom, boom, the hieroglyph or whatever. Know what I mean? All to do with masonry. Freemasons. And that's it. I don't even know why I put that bit in there. But yeah, that was quite interesting, I thought. Lovely. So that's the army. We've done the men, haven't we? Yeah, we've got the marching army. We've done the Savile thing, yeah. Remember that? I mean, Savile was a Freemason. He was a Knights Templar. He was a 33-degree Freemason, yeah. Keeping it simple. Roy's Cross, Knights of Malta, yeah. So was, I can't remember his name again. Oh, bloody hell. But like I said, this is what this ritual is all about. Anyway, like I said, these people that are shushing, and this is what they want you to do, shh, subliminally ingrained in you every day, and I've shown you, yeah. But once you stop shushing, yeah, and start speaking out like people are and waking up, yeah, and start calling out the Freemasons like I do, you know what I mean? Call them out. Are you a Freemason? Are you doing, you know what I mean? You'll soon find out. Then post it on my, let me know. I'll take anything you got. But this is your army. Like I said, this army is prepared, yeah. They're drilling. Look, drill. Armies drill. Do you see what I mean? Drill. Yeah. Captains, they're drilling, look. Do you know what I mean? This is what armies do, look. They're drilling, yeah. Okay, they march. This is what armies do, yeah. You know what I mean? Wake up. wake up. And they've been doing it years, look, centuries. And all they do, they've got think tanks that knows how to control you. In fact, if you look at that, can you see the square and compass in it? And with the eye in the middle, look, or just, you know what I mean? Look, you can't beat it. Look, you can't believe it. Can you see that? Look, square and compass with the eye in the middle. Just unreal. That's the Shriners Hospital for Children, look. So obviously that's the Freemason women, the Bandon or whatever they bloody are. They're a bit more open in America with it though, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Than they are thinking about the Shriners are all being caught out for like prostitute running, using money for this, that and the other, ain't they? Do you know what I mean? You've got to research it, but that's what I mean. They're corrupt. They're all corrupt. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, this is your army, yeah? And like I said, they're drilling, you know what I mean? And this is who they protect, the royals, you know what I mean? They keep mugging you off every year, laughing. Yeah, but that's who they look after and who they protect. I think I've gone through it all now. There's a few bits here, what I just didn't... Yeah, here's some of their uniforms, look. I showed you these the other day. You know, of course, the Masonic guy, always look for the chain, 3, okay? I'll just keep it simple. The New World Order was not prepared for the New Woke Order. We are awake. Yes, we are awake. I've got a third eye to prove it. Again, get into this, look. Practical law, lawful dissent, yeah? Article 61. Get into it, yeah? This is my caution card, yeah? You can download it off Practical Lawful Dissent on, I forgot what one it is, Canada and whatever. That's gone, sorry. But yeah, if you read that, you caution your policeman or anyone, any official under this, and you caution them with this. This is what you do. I've got this stuck to my front door, yeah? It's stuck to my front door, so use it. This is owned by corporations, run by psychopaths, and that's what they are, lying about an imaginary economy based on debt, filled by illegal wars, destroying all of this, yeah, right? This is what Freemasons do, yeah? And they keep doing it to you, the profane. They don't live in shit. They eat well, they eat good, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they do well all the time. They're not living in crappy little houses and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? Trust me, they're doing well. They've got all the money, they've got all the wealth, and they keep handing each other good houses, the best houses and whatever else, all their families, while we keep living in shit, you know what I mean? Remember the Nuremberg Code, yeah? Do you know what I mean? This is what you got to look. I'll leave it there for you. I'm not going to keep reading out the Nuremberg Code. This is just some of the stuff you need to be looking at and researching. Actually, they're now getting it prepared to take these people to court, yeah? Do you know what I mean? So be prepared for it. And then you've got this. This is on my front door, yeah? Article 61. But this one is Article Magna Carta 1215 Enforcement Clause, yeah? Print it off, stick it on your door, let people know you're aware of what's going on. Do you know what I mean? See, so, and every time you support the Freemasons, all you're doing is pissing away every profane person's at, you know, everyone's rights. Yeah, the people you're speaking to, yeah, you might think that's your mate John or your girlfriend Jane or whatever, yeah, right. But at the end of the day, make sure they ain't speaking for Freemasonry or influence you under peer pressure. Do you know what I mean? Especially if there's 2 or 3 of them, because that's what they do. See, they steer you with peer pressure, so because they know people won't do this and won't do that. They're trained for it. Do you see what I mean? So they steer you in another way. So when you do, you know, a particular thing, you're actually doing what they want you to do. You know what I mean? So don't be forced or coerced into anything or by anyone, especially into medical treatments, ever again. That's what that was there for, the Nuremberg Code. But you don't want anyone to coerce you into doing anything. You know what I mean? Now this here, right, I forgot to mention this. There'll be another picture come up, I think, in a minute. At where they rested Savile's coffin, which was the Royal Hotel. So again, it's to do with the bloody royals, innit? You know what I mean? But I find this interesting. Look at the carpet. Yeah, if you know your signs, you know what the carpet is. Yeah, but this is the Royal Hotel. I think I've got a few more pictures coming up. Here's another uniform they use, you know, in their Masonic little games. Do you know what I mean? I won't go into the. Or shall I? No. Well, that's a forget-me-not on there. Yeah. See, I'll just say that. I forget what that is about, but I'll forget. I did that joke in the last video, but yeah, that's a forget-me-not, okay? The Freemasons that never forget me when I'm fucking finished. I'm the best Cowan, the best eavesdropper you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? But again, here we go, the 3 chains, obviously the all-seeing eye. I won't go too much into things there. And oh yeah, look at the pattern here, what I've been showing you. Yeah, you know what I mean? All alludes to an eye, obviously the eye hieroglyph. Emblem, that's it, emblem. I'm getting there. Look at the Masonic floor here, look. That's the Royal Hotel, yeah, where Savile's funeral, where Savile's coffin rested. Look at the floor. Can you believe that? And if you know your signs, yeah, you know exactly what I'm on about, yeah. But this is where they rested Savile's. Forget this. This is the different hotel I was studying and researching. I can't remember here, but I was just trying to research the heads here just to find out who they were. And obviously, if you know what I'm talking about when I say the trellises that are on the window, you can see the Masonic square and compass here, which is the floor. But that's a hotel. That's a different hotel I was looking at, or something to do with in my research. The plot thickens. Here we are. We've got some more knights and that. You know what I mean? But there you go. Jimmy Savile. Yeah, we've done him again. I think this is. I don't know. I think this is the Royal Hotel where Savile was resting. Now look at the floor again. Yeah, you got the trestle work, and again it alludes to the square and compass. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. All right, and then there's a few other bits here. I'll leave it for now. Do you know what I mean? I'll get more into it later. But yeah, see the trellis on the floor, yeah. And then if you come here, you got the emblem at the top. This is the Royal Hotel. Doom. Okay. But what do you notice there? Go on. Anyone notice it? Anyone see it? Well, there's the square. Look. See the square? Right there in front of the hotel. Boom. Okay. You can't beat it, can you? They're so blatant. You know what I mean? But there's the square. Anyway, let's move on. Now, as if you'd have that in your park. You're letting statues like this go up. Do you know what I mean? And this is Freemasonry. They make all the statues. They do all the masonry work. Do you know what I mean? You're letting statues like this go up. Not alone but Bamafet. You know, here's our trusty Mason again with his big sword. That's what's going to be the army. The Knights Templar, they've all got their swords. What are you going to do against the sword? Let alone a bloody gun. So wake up. Wake up. You know what I mean? It's the roadmap of England right now. Not all. I mean, like I'm here. I'm awake. You know what I mean? And there's a few other people who I know about UK who I know are awake, which is a great thing. You know what I mean? Remember Lodge Watch. Lodge Watch is your important one. Everyone should be watching their lodges, yeah? Watch the lodge. But I'll get more into that later because you can help. Right, are you being lied to about your reality? And these people think you are dumb to figure it out? What do you think? I've figured it out. I've told you, I'm showing you. Do you know what I mean? What are you going to do? Keep shh and close your eyes again? You know what I mean? Think about it. Ask yourself. The oppressor will never give you the education to overthrow them. This is why your children go to profane schools and theirs go to Etonian and Masonic school for girls and boys. Do you see what I mean? They're never going to educate your people, your kids, right? Because they want you to keep, you know, this, that and the other. That's why they're always out and about, enjoying life, doing their own thing, while you're getting nowhere. Your kids are profane. They just keep you poor. You just keep them work. Truth does not mind being questioned, right? Okay, so any Freemason out there would like to come and have a one-to-one with me in a question time, let's get on it, you know. But a lie does not like being challenged. Now you can challenge me all you want, and I'm sure I can challenge you as well. It'll be great. Come and have an interview. Come on. Any of my school friend Freemasons, you know. Well, you know where you are, don't you? There she blows down the Galston seafront. There's always down there. Or we could go up Northgate Street, you know. Just to name a few. We could go to the Cliff Hotel, go right to the source, couldn't we? But anyway, that's another story. Let's go on. Again, do you see it? Look, that's in the hotel where Jimmy Savile was laid to rest. Can you see it again? The square, look, boom, the square, I'm on the square. You see what I mean? So yeah, Freemason was, can you see me there with my mask? No, not really. But again, this is what they wear, look. You know what I mean? All these silly little costumes with their different masks. Do you know what I mean? But some of them, this is obviously lightweight. You know what I mean? But they get more serious ones. Do you know what I mean? You know, again, if you notice, like you see I call it the zigzag. Yeah, I'm going to show you that zigzag on an assassin's gun in a film, right? The same zigzag. Okay, and it's hinted like, use anything, I'll shoot you. Also, if you noticed on my last video, I show you the girl's scarf. That was in I can't remember what film that was now, or program. Something to do with like the kids again, getting cloned and things. You know what I mean? And the kids were getting their mouth swabbed and all that sort of thing, and they were killing babies, blah blah blah. But you notice the sash here? Look, you see it? The hieroglyph for the all-seeing eye. Do you see it? Look, which was on the scarf. Do you see what I mean? Everything what you see or do, what's on telly, reflects to do with Freemasonry. Do you see what I mean? You know, again, the zigzags, again, like I said, it's all to do with Freemasonry. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, that's there. That was on the scarf, if you didn't notice it. But I've already shown you that, a lot of that. I don't know how to get it. How do I do it? If I go desktop, maybe that'll do it. There's something I can't. No, I ain't going to be able to find it, am I? No. I don't know where it is. No, we don't want to go into gang stalking. Not yet. Right, anyway, that's the end of that. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you all for, listening. Especially those that send me a little private message. It's well appreciated. You know what I mean? Remember, find out who's your Masonic army within your town. Here's mine, look. Remember, they've all got the bowler hats. Think about the money in just buying a bowler hat in them days. Do you know what I mean? And you see all the flat caps and the profane people on the left and on the right. But they're all got the bowler hats and the top hats. Look, see the top hat? Look. That's where all the money is. And that's all been willed down to each other each and every time. Do you know what I mean? Like I said. There we go. There's these are the profane people wearing flat caps and have no money, while the Freemasons have got all the bowler hats and the top hats. You see the top hats at the front? You know what I mean? Bowler hats. You know what I mean? Profane flat caps. You see what I mean? Do you notice the people that are segregated here though, behind, which are the families of them, I believe? Well, that's me. But you can call that a conspiracy. You know what I mean? But they're all got flat caps. So I just thought, oh, they look a bit sus, don't they? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, look at that. Unreal. Look at it. Look at that army. How massive that army is. And all of them have willed all their money, all their businesses within the town of Great Yarmouth to each other. And they've been doing it for decades. Decades. You know what I mean? There we go. Just watch your own Masonic army within your own town, within your own city, because soon enough they're going to be marching in on you, yeah, and they ain't going to give two nonce about you. Do you know what I mean? There you go. Look, boom. Look at that army. They march. They got armies and captains and God knows what. I've shown you. You know, I don't need to keep. You know, I'll just leave it there. Yeah, you know what I mean. At the end of the day, I think I've shown you. You know what I mean? If that isn't proof enough or opened your eyes to the amount of I can't think of the word, of what's going on with these people. Do you know what I mean? It's just astronomical. But anyway, I'll thank you all again for giving me your time. It's well appreciated. And remember, keep lodge watching. All right, it's a great fun time. Have a great day.